this is the work for problem 1, which was the integral of the natural log of x over x squared dx. And we are supposed to find the integral of it, and it's got basically multiplication there, so we're going to use integration by parts. So remember, we have LIATE, and natural log is first, so that's going to be our u. So if I draw my box, my u is going to be the natural log of x, which means that my du is going to be the natural log of x. Sorry, not the natural log of x. It's going to be 1 over x dx. That means that dv is the 1 over x squared, but I'm going to write that as x to the negative 2 dx, because I have to integrate it. And when I integrate negative 2, remember we add 1, and we divide by the new exponent, which would be negative, or negative 1 over x. Okay, so now we're going to use our formula uv. So my u is the natural log of x. V, I'm going to write it as negative 1 over x, minus v, in this case I'm going to use the negative x to the negative 1 du, which is 1 over x dx. I don't like that. This is, remember, the same as saying x to the negative 1 power. So really, when I combine this and this together, I have x to the negative 2 power. I'm going to switch that to a plus, x to the negative 2 dx. Now we are going to integrate that. So we've got negative 1 over x, natural log of x, plus, when I integrate this, I need to add 1 to my exponent, so we get x to the negative 1, divide by the new exponent, which is negative 1, plus c. So the only thing I could really do to clean that up is do 1 over x plus c. Alright, this is the work for number 2. So number 2, the problem was sine to the third t cosine to the third t dt. Alright, and we have to use trig in order to get this simplified. So the first thing I'm going to do, I see an odd exponent there, I'm going to break it off. So I'm going to break one of the signs off. Cosine cubed t sine t dt. Alright, then when we have this, I'm going to go ahead and replace this with a Pythagorean identity. So I'm going to use the Pythagorean identity 1 minus cosine squared t cosine cubed t sine t dt. And we're going to take this and I'm going to distribute it in. So now I have cosine cubed t minus cosine to the 5th t times sine t dt. Alright, now we're going to use a u substitution. So u is going to be cosine t. So du is going to be, the derivative of cosine is negative sine t dt. I don't have the negative, so I need to move that over to the other side. Alright, now let's substitute in. So for the cosine, I'm putting in u cubed minus u to the 5th. For the sine t dt, I'm putting in negative du. So let's go ahead and integrate it. That negative needs to be outside of parentheses. So we're going to, when we integrate u cubed, I get u to the 4th over 4 minus u to the 6th over 6 plus c. And then for u, I'm going to sub back in the cosine. So I've got cosine to the 4th t over 4 minus cosine to the 6th t over 6 plus c. Then what are we going to do with this negative? I'm going to distribute it. So negative cosine to the 4th t over 4 plus cosine to the 6th t, I forgot my t, over 6 plus c.